the other day, not a mosquito, but a fly. And I'm like, how in the world have you made it this far?
Hey, that's a good question.
He's living the dream now.
Right?
It's not cold.
Mike, not anymore. It's all over. Hey, this storm was a weird storm. Valley rain, mountain snow in January, and the totals keep coming. In fact, I'll show you more in a minute. But this is Deer Valley, Stein Eriksen Lodge. It's foggy. The storm is kind of lingering over a few of our mountains, but I'm telling you, the snow totals were really limited here in northern Utah, and the rain, well, all the valleys ended up getting rain. It just wasn't a big storm or a big soaker. Look at this shot in from Long Valley Junction. This is along Highway 89, opposite of Cedar Breaks, over there on the other side of the range from Bryan Head. Beautiful. Raquel, a foot of snow today over Long Valley Junction. My goodness, big time snow over the south central, southwestern Utah mountains. Sundance picked up 5 inches. Cherry Peak ended up with 3. Zion National Park, 0.67. Pleasant Grove picked up a third. Panguitch picked up about a third. So it wasn't ginormous. It wasn't huge, but southern Utah's mountains, we showed you Bryan Head picking up 13 inches, Long Valley Junction getting 12. That is exactly what the southern mountains need, and we just keep kind of helping build that, while the valleys, kind of designer. Didn't have to shovel it today, and the mountains got a little bit more to add to the water table. You can see the storm still kind of hanging on over northern Utah, but waning quickly. And as those skies clear, all of a sudden we're seeing the fog. We're hitting that dew point, and it just flipped, and the fog came so fast. And we've seen those foggy conditions really all over northern and into southern Utah. All this residual precipitation is going to pull east as that low pressure starts to move out of the region. You can see our temperatures. We're now in the 30s through Logan, Ogden, Salt Lake, Provo, but still above freezing in all of those locations. In fact, the only spots that are below freezing right now are actually in Rock Springs and over towards Elko and Ely. Everybody else is above the freezing mark. But as we look at vortex, a little bit still kind of hanging on. I was checking the cameras trying to see if it is still snowing over some of the southern mountains, and a few flakes are still flying. As we go north, we've seen a little bit of rain still happening out over the Tooele Valley, still a little bit of snow over the Ochre Mountains, and a little bit of light precipitation over the Wasatch Range. But where the storm has ended, that fog is really thickening, and I think we will see a chance of that fog through tomorrow morning. We will get partly cloudy skies tomorrow in the north and mostly sunny conditions in the south. Few storms kind of clip by to the north of us, but oh man, that is it. Look at that big high pressure ridge coming to build back in. That's going to take over, and we know what happens. When you get those high pressures in the months of January, you're going to get inversion, and it looks like it's going to settle into the Wasatch with hazy conditions as we roll through the first half of next week. Mostly sunny skies, southern Utah, 52 Moab, 38 Monticello, 7-day forecast for St. George. Low 50s, mid 50s, low 60s, mid 60s, averages 55. And we're going to be really close to 10 above that, but abundant sunshine through the weekend and early next week. Chance for a storm getting in here on Thursday. Your northern forecast, overnight lows, we're in the 20s. Montpelier, Logan, Heber City, West Valley will stop at 30 with a high tomorrow of 40 degrees. Salt Lake City does much the same, and then partly cloudy skies tomorrow. We'll keep those partly cloudy conditions as we head into the weekend, and then we'll bring in the hazy skies. Next week looks sunny, but the valley haze will take over, inversion will build, air quality will deteriorate, and temperatures get mild, 51 and 52 on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. I'll tell you, that fly is going to have company, Mike, because those temperatures, it's almost spring-like.
It's going to be a party. They're all going to be out. They're all going to be out. All right. Thanks, Kevin.
All right, Sam, big honors for 2 athletes from Utah.